Hi, good morning everyone. I am Remy Steva and we're going to present our research entitled Ecotourism Practices Among Tourist Destinations in Davao City. For our introduction, Ecotourism Society defines ecotourism as purposeful travel to natural areas to understand the culture and natural history of the environment, taking care not to alter the integrity of the ecosystem while producing economic opportunities that make the conservation of natural resources beneficial to local people. So this study aims to provide insights into ecotourism, responsible travel in natural areas to preserve and conserve the environment and to sustain the well-being of the local people, as it aims to conserve resources, maintain sustainable use of resources, which can bring ecological experience to travelers, conserve the ecological environment, and gain economic benefit. This study entitled Ecotourism Practices Among Tourist Destinations in Davao City aim to determine the potential of their practices and characteristics towards ecotourism. Specifically, the study aims to answer the following questions. What is the profile of the local tourists in terms of age, sex, civil status, and educational attainment? Second, what are the local tourist practices in ecotourism in terms of responsible tourism, educational tourism, and participating tourism? For the third one, what are the local tourist perception towards the ecotourism destination? And for the last one, does the local tourist practices significantly affects the ecotourism destination in Davao City?
Hi, I'm Leslie Liedo. So the continuation, conceptual framework. The independent variable, ecotourism practices, responsible tourism, educational tourism, participating tourism. The dependent variable, ecotourism practices. Methodology. Design, quantitative correlation, local Davao City, sampling 504 local tourist respondents in Davao City, respondent, adapted questionnaire, tools, descriptive statistic, mean and weighted average mean, person.
Good morning everyone! My name is Jamaica Marie Miranda and I am one of the member of this research entitled Ecotourism Practices Among Tourist Destination in Davao City. And we have here the results and discussions. The level local tourist practices on ecotourism. We have responsible tourism, educational tourism, and participating tourism. Responsible tourism, this is a way to maximizing the positive and minimizing the negative impact of the tourism. And we got 4.37, and which means the tourist practices towards responsible tourism is present most of the time. Educational tourism. This is learning new things, acquiring new knowledge about culture, history in every other destination. And we got 4.30, which means the tourist is practiced towards educational tourism is present most of the time. And participating tourism. This is a strongly vital to be more participative and cooperative in ecotourism growth. And we got 4.24, which means tourist practices towards participating tourism is present most of the time. Conclusions. All local tourist practices and perception on ecotourism indicators were positive. The respondent rated all questions to all indicators with a very high rating, which means that the tourist practices and perception towards ecotourism were present most of the time. It also provided an opportunities to have a sustainable ideas like ecotourism activities and advocacies.
The recommendation to the Department of Tourism through its affiliation is encouraged to provide a venue for programs towards understanding the tourist practices and perception to support tourism growth and business continuity. To the city government, LGU is valuable to know that the local tourists should have participation toward ecotourism. These study results affirm tourists' understanding of their practices and perceptions, especially on their next travel to a destination that may give them satisfaction, pleasure, full of learning, and positive attitude towards the environment. To the students, the study serves them additional insights about tourist practices on ecotourism that they may use as their source of information regarding of local tourists going to the ecotourism destination and understand more about the sustainable tourism. To the future researcher, this study may serve as a guide for the future researchers to pursue another study concerning the millennial tourist practices and intention towards tourism destinations in Davao City or near city on other region.